it's important when you're developing your company, your product, your marketing message, to really understand the pain and the problem that you are solving for a business. And these pains and problems can be further classified. And another thing that we've been reading about and learning about is your product a vitamin?
Right.
Or is your product a cure? Now, both are important. The vitamins, I was thinking about this too, because they kind of talk about it in a little bit derogative, like, as if, obviously you want your product to be the cure, and the more it is a cure of a pain, the more you could pay, right?
Yeah,
And
exactly.
the bigger the problem,
the faster it'll go to market.
Right. Well, the bigger the problem,
yeah,
and you have this cure, I mean, the more successful the business, right?
Right.
But again, if your vitamin, if your solution is a vitamin, so it's not saving your life, but it's making you healthy, and it's making you operate better, and it's giving you better sleep at night, or keeping you up, during the day, not lethargic and tired, and it's helping your performance.
Right.
That's a good thing too. But it's important to, while you're building your business, to understand if you're a vitamin or if you're the cure.
Right. And I think that'll help create marketing messaging as well. How your message is crafted, whether it is a vitamin and it's not that painkiller. And again, the painkillers are great for a young company, because if they have identified that cure, they can market faster and scale up quicker and probably fill some holes. The vitamin might take a little longer to get that message out, to convince an audience that it is needed, and these are the reasons why. But as we're talking about the vitamin and painkiller, you start thinking about your own product, and you start creating and understanding where the pains lie. And I'm going back to, I forget what chapter it was, but Kawasaki missed the beat on their pain. They were the leaders in the early 80s with jet skis. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if you remember, but you had to stand up on a jet ski when they first came out. Mm-hmm. And what was the pain? They listened to their customers. And the pain was, I don't feel like standing up because I keep hitting my knees on the bar, crossbar. So what did Kawasaki do? They put more pads around the bar. But other companies like Sea-Doo, they said, no, that's not going to cure the pain. Let's sit down. And Kawasaki fell behind, and Sea-Doo took off. And so you got to really think about the pain and how you're solving it, and if there's a better way to solve the pain. But it was just very interesting, because Kawasaki, they were listening to their customers. They adapted, but Sea-Doo listened to the customers and did more. And just that simple sitting down on the jet ski put Sea-Doo on the map. And it was just an interesting case study that was in that book. And as you were talking about vitamins and painkillers, I was going through that chapter. Yeah.
Well, it's also just important to understand which you are. If you are a vitamin, if I'm selling you vitamins and I'm telling you, and you have terminal cancer, the person with terminal cancer is going to be like, get out of my face. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? So you just have to be careful with your messaging,
right?
Because people aren't stupid,
right?
It as we're going through this, I mean, we're far along in building a business, but it's like, when I read that, I'm like, whoa, here I am. I'm thinking I'm a cure, but are we a vitamin or are we a cure?
Yeah.
And then I get a text like I did this morning from one of my customers who said, just got a call. This is real. I'm reading it right now.
Yeah.
New meeting in works with blah, blah, blah associates. Thank you, MergedAnalytics.
Nice. Yeah.
That could change this person's business, that one meeting. And he got this from he uses MergedAnalytics with MailChimp, and so he saw an email address of somebody who went back to his website and was interested in stuff, and he has a meeting now, and he wouldn't have known that. He wouldn't have contacted that person, understood what that person wanted, and got that meeting as easy without MergedAnalytics.
Right.
That to me is a problem solver. I mean, that when I get stuff like that, I'm like, this is awesome.